Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Teacher Jeffrey. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Today's topic is diffusion. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it is the process of spreading the particles into a surrounding substance. Let us observe how diffusion of the particles of a colored dye in a liquid. The materials that we will use are beaker for hot water and cold water, a dye, we use the green dye, stopwatch, and droppers. The question that we will use in this experiment is, where will the rate of diffusion be faster? In hot water or cold water? Then you may formulate your hypothesis, write them in the comments below so that we can have a discussion. Here is the procedure we will follow for the experiment. 1. Prepare two 200 ml beakers. Number 2. Label Beaker A and Beaker B. 3. Pour 200 ml hot water into Beaker A and 200 ml cold water into Beaker B. 4. Add 1 drop of colored dye into Beaker A and Beaker B. We will use a green dye in this experiment. 5. Observe the spreading of colored dye particles in both beakers. We will time it within 1 minute. Take note, do not mix by stirring when observing the rate of diffusion. Here are the guide questions for us to observe. Number 1. Which beaker shows faster spreading of dye particles? Is it A or B? At which water temperature condition did the dye diffuse faster? Hot or cold? And the last question, what factor affects the rate of diffusion in this experiment? Here is our conclusion that you need to answer after the observation. We may now start the experiment. Let us now go back and answer the observation that we need to fill in. For the guide question, which beaker shows faster spreading of dye particles? We have seen it in Beaker A. At which water temperature condition did the dye diffuses faster? That is in hot water because we place hot water in Beaker A. What factor affects the rate of diffusion in this experiment? Temperature, because we use hot and cold water. So now we can conclude. The spreading of colored dye is faster in hot water compared to a cold water. Thus, the higher the temperature, the faster is the rate of diffusion. This is our topic for today, diffusion. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Always remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish.